you stood up for Donald Trump when so many in your profession would not.
Yeah. Well, I am getting a lot of love here.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm so happy here with all the things that the people are seeing on the television sets. Watching the parade today was an enormous thing for me.
Yeah, it was. By the way, also joining us is Corey Lewandowski. Good to see you. You look
Thank you.
Pretty good there, Corey. Former campaign manager. All right, so funny backstory. I was out there on the campaign trail when it was Donald J. Trump, you, and Hope Hicks.
All it was.
That's all it was for a while.
He always says, he likes to say, you know, Corey, it was two guys in a plane, and we had Hope too. And I thought that's pretty cool.
That was a pretty cool.
And look what's happened. The country has come alive.
Yeah.
Tens of millions of people have come out and said, no more Washington. Donald Trump's speech today was so clear, so concise. The power goes back to the people. It comes out of Washington and goes back to the people, and that is what the revolution is all about.
You know, Corey, early on in this process, you were not only confident, extraordinarily confident he would go all the way. Very few people were where you were back at that time. And I know you, so I knew it was from your heart.
You know what happened? It's amazing now, John. You know this. We have a lot more friends today than we did just a few weeks and months ago. And everyone was the first supporter of Donald Trump ever. But the truth was, you know, I believed in it because I heard him. And I sat with him for the very first time, and he said to me, I don't need to be the president. I'm going to have a great life whether I am or I'm not. But I want to change the country for my kids and my grandchildren and the generations after that. And we need to do better. And if you look at all the specifics that he has outlined on this campaign, that's what he has to go and start doing tomorrow and on Monday, and that's what the American people deserve.
But you know, if I would argue if he just follows through on that vision, and these are the things we've talked about. When did you come on board with Donald Trump? Do you remember?
I came on pretty early, Sean. I mean, I was fortunate. I had very good people around me, you being one of them, and I saw some things happening, and I knew we all felt so much needed to be done, and we were not above the understanding of the American people. American people knew that, you know, a great majority knew we were going in the wrong direction. Something seriously had to be done.
You know, I was telling this to Tucker Carlson. I call this the forgotten man, the forgotten woman election. He mentioned it today in his speech. You can't have 95 million Americans out of work. You can't have 50 million Americans in poverty, 43 million on food stamps. You cannot have the lowest home ownership rate in 51 years and double the debt in the process and say things are going well. And I think that was a big part of it. And he didn't mention himself much today.
These weren't statistics. These were real people.
Real people, real lives.
And if you went across the country, as I did at different times, you met these people. And if you really had your eyes open, you knew what was going to happen.
You know, and I think that's where there's a disconnect totally in Washington. And I would argue, Corey, that maybe the biggest challenge is it's a night to celebrate tonight, but going forward that Donald Trump will face is this Republican establishment against him, Democratic establishment, media establishment, by the way, like CNN over there.
You know what it is? It's the political world that doesn't want change, right? They make a very good living by having no change. Whether that means, hey, you know, we'll take a bill and we'll move it through and make sure it doesn't actually get done. That's not Donald Trump. And what he said was, what normally takes 6 weeks or 6 months or 6 years, we're going to do in 6 days or 6 hours or 6 seconds. And you're going to see that with the executive orders he's going to sign. You're going to see it with this cabinet that's going to come in. He's going to empower these people to go and change the way Washington works. That includes saving hundreds of millions and billions of dollars on spending where we are getting killed as an American government because we don't negotiate.
Yeah, you know, it was interesting this in the last couple of weeks. I watched the Republicans, John, and they're talking about, oh, let's advance the debt ceiling $9.7 trillion. And I'm like, what? And then they're talking about, well, maybe we'll bring earmarks back. And health care, well, maybe we'll do it within the next year. On each one of those issues, Trump said, no, 10% cut.
That's right.
20% cut of the workforce.
Well, you can see he's got this way of dealing. And I don't understand it exactly. It's just a certain personality that he has. And I am in awe of it. He cuts right through to what is essential. And he gets...
Guys, if I may interrupt you, the Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence, is entering the room. We're at the Freedom Ball, by the way, in Washington, D.C. And after Governor Pence and his wife take to the stage, here you go. You know what's amazing? You look out and everybody's got their phone out recording this moment.
Look at this.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
You should take a picture of that.
Yeah. Well, we are, aren't we?
The 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, folks. Our First Lady. Well, we just want to thank everybody. This has been an amazing journey for all of us, not just me and not just Melania. It's been an amazing journey.